My name is Nick Diaz. Grew up in Stockton, California. I train at Cesar Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. I always thought I was a fighter. I did karate before I did karate. I did Aikido when I was 4 years old.
People do tricks. Like I'll go like, you know, and they do like little spin. I watch them on YouTube.
My first experience doing martial arts was weird. It was real traditional. It had, you know, a strange smell. They had incense burning. We did a lot of bowing. There was a lot of path of least resistance and go with the flow. So it was Aikido, you know. It was a lot of wrist locks and there's some really good stuff for when you're at a young age, I thought.
Do you think your interest in martial arts, traditional martial arts, and stuff like this, makes you a better MMA fighter?
I think it keeps me busy, keeps me motivated. Like I want to do a little bit of this, and then like, you know, it's motivating. Like let's say a normal day and I just was screwing around like that, right? You know, and then now I'd probably be ready to go to the gym.
I remember my first day at Cesar Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. Eric Shingu and Steve Heath brought me in, and I trained with George Alber and Mauricio Machado, and he armbarred the shit out of me. About broke my arm, popped it real good, and I had Cesar on the side going slow, 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 you know, talking gibberish to him. I couldn't understand what he was saying, telling him not to break my arm in Portuguese.
Well, when he first came in, I just saw some potential with this kid, and usually you don't see potential right away, you know, because that takes over time. But this guy came in, and it was just had something about him, you know, and it was picked up by a couple different people, not just me. You know, this guy just really thought about when you would teach him a move, he really thought about it, you know, and he really tried to employ it during training, and he just kind of was a natural at that. So he studied it. Smart guy.
I was always for Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. Once I saw the UFC and I understood like how it worked with the smaller guy and the bigger guy, and that's when I became conscious of the fact that you can actually learn, you know, how to fight. Like it's not just about being tough and like, you know, who's tougher or stronger or faster too. I can actually learn how to, you know, manipulate the situation and. Being a champion doesn't really mean anything to me because, you know, like that's kind of what I learned like when I first got into the sport. It's not about who the best fighters are. It's you know, it's right time, right place a lot of the time, you know. What matters to me is beating who I know the best fighters in the world are. If I beat the champion, okay, that's just as important as being the champion. I don't care if I get the belt. I beat the champion. I beat the best fighter in the world before. And they didn't give me no belt. You think I gave a rat's ass? I didn't care. You know, and that's the same with if I could fight George St. Pierre, you know, I'm sure I'd win that fight, you know. And I don't care if I don't get the belt. Not everybody can say they'll whoop Floyd Maywhether, but I'm telling you, hey Floyd, I'll whoop your ass. You know what I mean? Like, I'll even cut down skinny as hell and fight him and beat. I'll cut down to 150 pounds, 156 pounds or whatever. And I'll fight that guy, I'll beat him, you know. He's not gonna beat me, he can't beat you. I'm not gonna lose to a white belt, you know. I mean, it's just impossible. Like, there's 100 white belts right here. A lot of these guys would beat him, you know, so.
Pretty much I work karate and stand up every day, and I work boxing, you know. Like once I start to pick it up and get back in shape, I start sparring. So when someone needs sparring, they come right in and get me for sparring. So I had sparring like all this last month and the month. So I don't really ever stop, you know, like I don't really ever stop. I just ease off like when I have to, you know.
You love fighting? No, I don't love fighting. It's a living hell. My first thought when I step in the cage is in about 20 minutes, I'm gonna be in the shower rinsing all the blood off me. Hopefully it's the other guys and not mine. Diaz! My team's very important to me, you know, like I would die for him. I'm real proud of my brother. He's always, you know, surprises me with something, you know, like, I mean, I know he's gonna do well, but still, it's just like, it's still amazing to see him for real. Even today, I've been here and I watched him how he's just so much better than people. And I say, man, that's just, it's nice, you know, it's nice to see hard work pay off. I grew up in a violent environment, you know. You know, I had good parents, but they didn't have everything going for them. So it wasn't like I didn't grow up in a violent household, but I grew up in violent surroundings, so I wanted martial arts. I wanted to be the tougher kid. I had an issue with not crying. People thought they could make me cry. They hit me and kick me, throw me around. Well, why doesn't he cry? So I had this issue with crying for a while, I think, when I was real little. I don't know, if you want to know the real reasons, I'm like really trying to sort it out for you. When I started doing jiu-jitsu, I was in really good shape from swimming, and I knew it was from swimming. So I went back to that, and I was like, I need to swim now.
So, what did we do today?
Was racing a little triathlon. Had a good swim out there. Had a good first half of the bike, and then I flatted like right before the turnaround. Now, on account of mixed martial arts, I've been racing out here for conditioning for about 7 years now. So I know all these people. You know, it's like family reunion.
You ever get in a scuffle with anybody?
No, not at all. No way. No. I'm a good sport. I'm a good sport. Honestly, it might not seem like it mixed. I don't know MMA. I don't know if it does or doesn't, but I'm a pretty good sport. You know, and I'm not too competitive here. I mean, I fight, so we don't want to get into a fight. We're just racing, you know. If they paid me to race triathlon as much as they pay me to fight, I probably wouldn't fight, to be honest.
Nick Diaz, ladies and gentlemen, Stockton, California, the 209, Nick Diaz.